L L L.
So let's have a brief introduction about corporate social responsibility. In a short form is CSR. CSR didn't have an international definition, but we can say in a simple way that a company not only care about the benefit of stakeholders but also the public and the environment. When company achieve CSR, it helps to reduce the pressure of the government because the company is all obeyed by the legal regulations and didn't harm the environment and the public. So it helps the living environment. But sometimes doing often these kind of CSR activities will become a cost to the company. At the right side is the Carroll's pyramid. At the basic level is economic responsibility, and the second level is legal responsibility, and the third level is ethical responsibility, and the top level is philanthropic responsibility.
Tesco has been practicing economic responsibility, as we can tell from them introduced Tesco Club Cards, which reward customer cash voucher by collecting points, and this ensures the customer's future visits. Other than that, they also introduced NCR tag, which reduced customer waiting time by 40%, and this increased customer satisfaction on shopping in Tesco.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Tesco also introduced their own branded products, which has gotten successful results. And the products are 30 to 40% cheaper than the market price and have higher standards and quality too. This means that they have provide goods and services at a reasonable price.
Here, I'll be talking about ethical responsibilities of Tesco Malaysia. Tesco has failed to adopt the ethical levels of Carroll's pyramid, as in May 2020, it was found that migrant employees were being abused here in Tesco Malaysia. The human rights consultancy was hired and interviewed 168 migrant workers. Here, they found three things: unexplained and illegal wage reductions, heavy indebtedness to labour brokers, and excessive overtime work. Now, labour brokers is a person or a company that provides labourers to a client company on a temporary basis. However, they found more. They found that the employees are not getting paid fairly, as wages paid are given to the agents instead of to them directly, and employers leave it to the agents to pay it to them. However, they claim that whether the wages are paid or not is out of their circle of concern. Now, here I've stated what Tesco should have done. First, introduce Project Line. Project Line is a call line where employees can report on the misconduct on work. Second, tell them about their rights. And third, respect diversity and uniqueness and not discriminate the migrant workers. Next, I'll pass it on to Ming Kang.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Ming Kang and I will be presenting on Tesco's legal responsibility. For the most part, Tesco does abide by the law. This can be seen within the Tesco online webpage. Under the terms and conditions listed, intellectual properties and the usability of them are clearly stated. Restrictions on unlawful acts are also present, and it also states how the information provided by customers will be used. Based on this example, we can say that Tesco is being legally responsible. Thank you.
Tesco is also doing its corporate philanthropy. The program Tesco for Kids is a Tesco annual fundraising event since 2017, where all contributions will be channeled fully to support Tesco's Adopt Schools, aka Pintar Foundation School Adoption Program. All the participation fees, cash donations, and in-kind contributions from Tesco's colleagues, customers, business partners, and suppliers will be used to raise funds for their school infrastructure, health and wellness, as well as student welfare programs. With the school adoption program well into its third year, Tesco has contributed over 3.7 million ringgit Malaysia for its 63 adopted schools nationwide. By investing in the community, the business encourages loyalty from employees whilst benefiting from an improved support system. It also serves as a way of representing a company's commitment to society, demonstrating that they value the community beyond simply providing a workforce or source of revenue.
In conclusion, our group says that Tesco Malaysia had achieved most of the responsibilities but not the ethical responsibilities, means that Tesco Malaysia is not being ethical. Before learning the chapter of planning, I didn't know that actually there is a planning process. And each of these steps in the process is very important because it helps us to achieve our goals efficiently. In my experience, I used to be a leader on organized activity but ended up failing because of missing out the steps after developing my plan. I should have translated the plan after developing it, then having the plan operation step. After that, I should have managed the performance of community members. Lastly, monitor the process and learn from the result. If there is a change needed, then start with a new plan. After learning this chapter, I would definitely follow the steps when I'm organizing activities.
I can say that I was quite excited when I assigned to this Spotify Forces research because I've always wanted to know if I'll be profiting from my future ideas. So before this, I was assuming that this model is to help individual firm to inform decision. But after this research, I found that it only designs for the uses of an industry basis. So I will definitely be using this model to help me in the future to understand dynamic of industry of my interests and to see whether I'm making profits and to adjust accordingly.
In my reflection, I'll be talking about communication. So communication is a process whereby information is exchanged and understood by two or more people, usually with the intent to motivate or influence behavior. Through this topic, I've learned that effective communication is a critical skill as it will help convey the message more effectively. Now, let's look at the pink cloud. My personal experience of being a prom committee leader has helped me understand the importance of communication with the team members as it can help us complete our job more efficiently. Many conflicts occur due to ineffective communication, leading to messages not being conveyed properly. This caused a strain on our friendships. Without effective communication, many things were delayed, and which caused a lot of stress on the team as we were also taking our SPM that year. The last cloud. Through this chapter, I have learned to convey messages directly and clearly with a suitable tone and be patient to explain to the other person any details to avoid any misunderstandings.
Hi, it's Minkang again, and for my personal reflection, I will be talking about the levels of corporate culture. So, according to Edgar Schein, there are three levels of corporate culture: artifacts, values, and assumptions. Artifacts are obvious and clear. They are the dress code, office arrangement, furniture, and so on. They are physical things you can see around the workplace. Next, we have values. Values are the things like core values that are expressed in phrases or slogans. Lastly, there are assumptions. Assumptions are deep beliefs instilled within the workforce, which ultimately form artifacts and values. In summary, these are the levels of corporate culture within a company. Thank you.
So when I first heard the word sword, what came to my mind first was a sword, the weapon. But with my potential of learning MGT 1014, and after I learned that SWOT analysis is a strategic planning technique used to identify an organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, I realized that it is an incredibly simple yet powerful tool to help develop a business strategy, whether you are building a business startup or guiding an existing company. I also realized that SWOT analysis can do the same for me in pursuit for my business career because it provides insights based on my personality, strengths, and weaknesses. What challenges I see ahead of me, and what opportunities are present around me now and in the future. So right, I guess if I start using SWOT analysis in my life, I guess I could be a successful businesswoman in the future.
With it, group drop.
Ways to die, so many dumb ways to die, dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die.